Ever since Trump engaged in an unprovoked and illegal attack on Iran, Pope Leo has been doing his level best to criticize the actions and prevent the world from leaping into World War III. And every day, Trump and his Secretary of War make it even harder. Well, today, Pope Leo pulled out all the stops to stomp on Trump. This insane war that's not a war, but it is a war, depending on who you talk to, and to denounce the absolutely heretical Christian nationalism that is driving this. I'm going to show a bunch of videos that detail all the different ways that Pope Leo is trying to derail political consent for Mango Mussolini. So hit that subscribe button so we can continue to bring you the kind of media content and analysis that corporate media is too busy oversimplifying Christianity to bring you. I said I had a bunch of videos, and I wasn't kidding. Let's start with the third time in 3 days that Pope Leo criticized Trump's war. Here he is speaking to Italian media. Pray for peace, work for peace, less hatred. Hatred keeps growing in the world, and truly seek to promote dialogue, to find solutions without weapons, to resolve problems. Now, what Pope Leo is doing here is nothing less than applying the gospel message to how governments should conduct themselves. But under Trump, they are not. But Pope Leo is also pushing back against Christian Armageddonists like Pete Hegseth and others that exist within the command structure of the U.S. military. Here's California Congressman Jared Huffman talking about what's going on.
Big breaking news today. There's a nonprofit organization called the Military Religious Freedom Foundation that has been flooded with complaints from our troops that officers are telling them that this war with Iran is part of biblical prophecy, that Donald Trump has been anointed by God, and that we are manifesting biblical prophecy to hasten the second coming of Jesus Christ. This is exactly the kind of religious extremism that our Constitution was designed to protect us from. And unfortunately, what we're hearing with today's news, which is not all that surprising to people like me that are in the trenches fighting for true religious freedom, is that we now have this biblical prophecy operating as policy within our military.
And Huffman is not exactly describing a theoretical problem here, because here's what the U.S. Navy did today in the Indian Ocean. So a U.S. Navy submarine torpedoed an Iranian frigate uninvolved in the war in international waters over 1,000 miles from Iran and broke the Geneva Convention by not assisting survivors. That's the warrior culture that former Fox celebrity Pete Hegseth believes in. It's also a war crime. He should be impeached for it right now. Well, the Vatican Secretary of State gave him both barrels by tearing apart what Trump and Hegseth are doing. He stated this: if states were to be recognized as having a right to preventative war according to their own criteria and without a supranational legal framework, the whole world would risk being set ablaze. This erosion of international law is truly worrying. Justice has given way to force. The force of law has been replaced by the law of force, with the conviction that peace can arise only after the enemy has been annihilated. He's taking the legs out from Trump, Hegseth, and any of these Republican blowhards who are trying to justify what's being done. And this is a clever move by Pope Leo. He's letting the guy underneath him give the full-throated criticism of Trump's actions. Many, including me, wanted a more full-throated denunciation of what Trump did right out of the gate, right after the first bombs fell. And it was certainly warranted, but Pope Leo was taking a more patient approach to give the Trump administration the chance to make this a solitary action like they did last summer. Now that it's full steam ahead for Trump and the boys, Pope Leo is starting to press harder and pull every lever. And so now Pope Leo is pulling on the biggest lever, humiliating Trump with the thing that gets under his skin the most. President Obama recently made public that he would like to meet the Pope. The Pope has offered no such invitation to Trump, but now it's being leaked that the Vatican is indeed talking with Obama about visiting the Pope. The only way that gets better is if they arrange the visit for July 4th, when the Pope is in Lampedusa visiting African migrants. Talk about raining on Trump's parade. And it's worth mentioning that if this is such a noble cause, then Baron Trump should be signing up today to join in. Hashtag send Baron. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. You'll not only help out our channel, you'll be taking concrete action and helping get rid of Trump and the MAGA movement who ushered him in.